to Quincy, California, home of the Quincy Fairgrounds, upon which we sit. We are psyched to be here for Grinduro. Grinduro, I don't know how many this is. This is my fourth. This is your first.
This is your fourth?
Well, I came here once and I broke my collarbone, and so I didn't actually ride that one. And then I've been here a subsequent year, and then I won the subsequent year, and this is my fourth.
Oh. Whenever we come to California, it's a whirlwind. It's our old home, so we want to see friends. We want to do all the things we love to do, which usually include various rides all around and up and down Mount Tam. So first we started...
And Bovine Bakery for baked goods.
Well, I was going to say, first we started with a ride to one of our favorite destinations, Bovine Bakery, where I always get a sticky bun. And what did you get?
I always get something delicious. I got a scone.
And how hot was it?
Hot AF.
It was bordering 100 degrees. It was very atypical for Marin County, so it was sweltering and we had to stop for a little swim along the way.
That was sick. So, yeah, the traditional things are see friends, ride bikes, often do those things together. Super duper hot, jumped in the river, that was sweet. Just doing a little duathlon training.
How hot is it?
AF. It's hot AF. But that water is freaking nice. It might be kind of gross cesspool water, but who cares? That felt amazing. What else have we done?
Dawn Patrol. You cannot go to California and not Dawn Patrol, especially if you are friends with Jeff Junkston, our friend who is the captain, what did you call him? The ringleader, something like that, of Dawn Patrol.
Jeff is probably going to hit 6,400 times having done Dawn Patrol. No, I take that back. 6,400 trips up Mount Tam, but most of those have been at dawn.
I don't know, it's a little competition here. Let's go. I'm trying to not.
That was a blast. It is painful and regretful to wake up. It sucks to get out the door that early. It sucks when it's cold. Then all of a sudden you're at the top. It is completely worth it. So Jeff, hats off to you. Thank you very much.
You time it perfectly for an arrival at the top for a summit sunrise.
Meanwhile, amid all these peaks of fun, we also ran over an I-beam in our sick Dodge Caravan. Well, I ran over an I-beam, and you might think to yourself, well, an I-beam is awfully big, Ted. How did you hit that? Well, we were pulling into our friend's driveway in order to get Laura a bike, and I hit the subtle I-beam. So it wasn't just a small puncture, we tore the crap out of it. That resulted in some entertaining mid-driveway mechanical prowess thanks to behind the camera Ansel and myself.
I have no help.
Dodge Caravan does not do a good user-friendly tire removal, so friends listening to this now, if you need to remove the tire from the bottom of your Dodge Caravan, make sure you look at the YouTube video and or our video about how to do it, because it is garbage the way it's designed. We are about a mile and change into the final section. It has taken a ridiculous Herculean effort to get to the top because it was pitches of 20+%. Not expecting that. Like I said, brand new Sector 4. So So far what I'm taking in is it is much more loamy, much more soft, a whole lot of more tree growth as opposed to years past. It's been super sharp rock. That big slate rock that you get in the high Sierras. A lot of 90-degree edges on the rock. Anyway, who knows what we're gonna get. We got another 3 miles of this, so I guess we're gonna wait and see. Tasty oatmeal. 6:29 a.m. Got my oatmeal. Thankfully we brought a microwave on our campsite. Coffee, computer, Wi-Fi. It's not slumming it. It's pretty good.
Did I hear that there might be snow above a certain elevation?
I think what did it say? 4 to 6 inches above 6,000 feet. Something like that.
That's how things blow out of proportion. It was 2 to 4, but now it's 50% more. I heard a foot. I don't know. I enjoy the selection of different sectors. So, you know, there's a fitness test that I tend to do well at, but certainly no guarantees of taking the top step there. But even the sinuous downhill, I mean, that's a full pedaling effort throughout the 6 miles. I mean, it's cool because an event like this plays to everybody's strengths. So there's guys who are absolute rippers on the downhill, and you know they're gonna have a great day on those sections. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Yeah. You're shred. You're right around. That's a long time. Ow. First segment was freaking hard per usual, as anyone would guess. 1.25 miles straight uphill. It's funny, there's definitely gamesmanship. Cause I went and passing people, and all of a sudden I hear somebody on my wheel. This guy Grant, pro mountain biker, he's caught me. So I'm pulling him along and we start playing games and he's pulling me and then he hit it. I ended up catching him pretty close to the end, but he put time on me, stage 1. Onward. Two flats. I stopped once, gassed it up, and about 500 yards from the end, got another. That was really fun. despite the mechanicals, I was humming. C'est la vie, that was a rough section, but onward we go. I know the next one, huge opportunity to make up some time, so fingers crossed that we got some good legs. There's one quintessential thing that you could see, and that's a snapshot of Grinduro, but this might be something right up there that says this is Grinduro. Cool event, people are chilling, people are eating lunch, some folks are gonna just keep on trucking up to the next climb. But you know, it's this vibe, it's like, yeah, let's eat lunch amid a 60-mile day, an all-day adventure. The only race from here is gonna be certainly the downhill, but it's a race to the party. It's this, but bigger. There's a bit of gaming to the system. What time you're gonna hit the start mat, seeing who's gonna hit it before you, vice versa. 3 stages in, I've been gamed twice, but it's part of the routine, so I get it. If I had been in a different place in the group, I would probably be equally doing the same thing. But here, going into the final, it's definitely advantageous to be towards the front of the group that's going to hit it. Or not group, rather, but towards the front of the entire collective peloton. Because it's single track, there's very little place to pass, so you don't want to get stuck behind a whole bunch of people behind you, who are behind us currently. So, onward! Cheers.
I'll just take a...
Oh yeah, bring your own box.
The climb into the descent was borderline heinous. It was I think about 11 miles with one flat mile in the middle and just perpetually steeper, steeper, steeper. Granted, we're not at high altitude, but we're still at, I think about up to 7,000 feet, so that was a little bit of a doozy. And just, I passed so many people who were walking. I mean, it was ferocious towards the end. Real loose, gross climbing. From that section, you get to the top, you know that the final sector's coming up, you take out your 4mm Allen, you drop your saddle about 3 inches, and then you go for a wicked downhill. Final section was 4.4 miles, if I'm not mistaken, according to the computer. What did we do? We dropped, I want to say 2,000 feet, but single track downhill. It was rough, it was rocky, it was loose, it was loamy, it was freaking awesome. I mean, it's funny because then, you know, perfect tire choice in the 2.1-ish 48C tires. I hopped on the wheel of Carl Decker, who, as I was talking to him just a minute ago, he has won it. His teammate Steven was on a mountain bike. Steven was ripping, so I was just following these two dudes down knowing that they were going to be fast. It was sick. You know, it's good to get to the bottom of that, get a beer, you're happy, you're healthy. I mean, it's dangerous. I have in pre-riding this event, the first time I came to Grinduro, I broke my collarbone. So, all's well that ends well, and I am stoked.